How do you make money for nothing? The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
But just before you throw it away, would it be possible to have a quick look at it?
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I am a passionate buyer, user and renovator of second-hand stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I turn old into new and I sell it for a profit.
Sarah's ready to sift through as many boots and bin bags as she needs to.
That's vintage gold, isn't it? It's really exciting.
In her search for tip treasure.
I love it.
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
what are we going to do with that?
Oh no!
she can transform her finds into desirable,
Amazing.
beautiful, valuable,
Cha-ching.
and hopefully saleable items.
That's £80 profit.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's unbelievable.
The bustling Merchants Way recycling centre near Walsall can process up to 2,000 carloads of rubbish a day, and they take all sorts.
I just love the fact that you never know what you're going to find. Check these out. Aren't they cool?
Sarah wants to be able to prove to the dumpers that they could be making some serious reddies from their refuse. To do that, she's been given special permission from the council to search for 3 unwanted items before they get binned.
I like your Christmas trees. Thank you.
She may have just missed out on some festive treats, but with more vehicles arriving every minute, it doesn't take Sarah long to spot her first item, nestling in the back of Judith's car.
Hiya, are these yours?
Yes, yeah. Well, they're my mum's, but they're mine.
OK, I'm sorry to bother you. Is it right just to have a quick chat about them?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
What, are they a pair of bedside cabinets?
Yeah.
Lovely. Would it be possible to bring them out and have a look? Yeah. Wow, they've got some age, haven't they?
Yeah, yeah. I think about 1950s, I think.
OK, and have they been in your family?
Yeah.
They're in good condition, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Lovely. So do you remember these growing up? Were these...
Oh, yeah, yeah. They were Mum and Dad's wedding present.
Fantastic. So they'd have had them since new, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah.
His and hers?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'm looking for stuff like this that I can maybe do something else with. If it would be OK to take those away, I'd love to see if I could do something with them.
Yes, yes, certainly, yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for that. They're lovely.
It's a shame to be throwing them away, but if something's going to, be done that's nice with them, it's nice to see that.
I love this little pair of cabinets. They're really sweet and they're really useful. I'm not quite sure, though, if I should decorate them, add some details to them, or just leave them the way they are. But I'm sure I can make money out of them.
And Sarah knows just the man to help her turn old cabinets into new money. Jay Blades is a builder turned philosophy graduate turned furniture restorer. Jay has his finger on the pulse of modern design interiors, reworking the very best of British craftsmanship and bringing it into the 21st century.
I've always had a passion for the kind of heritage that the British designers have produced over the years. Traditionalists would love to keep it as it is, but to be reintroduced into the market, I like to just add a bit of colour and add something a bit quirky. I really enjoy adding my bit and not necessarily worried about other people's reactions. It's more about, do I like it? If I like it, then it's good.
Well, here's hoping Jay has a soft spot for this 1950s wedding present. Sarah's now searching for her second item, but she's still found time to try and inspire Nigel about what to do with his old shelves.
Well, I'd love to make something out of anything, but I've tried it as a planter and I just can't find any use for it in my brain. So
Yeah, I know they do sort of upright vegetable gardens these days, don't they? So
Yeah.
you can, put them against the wall and grow stuff.
In fact, I'm going to take that back on the little strawberries.
That's a really good idea.
I'm taking that down. I'm glad you just pricked my conscience then.
Nice work, Sarah, but be careful or there'll be nothing left for you. And don't even think about it. You know you can't just grab something out of the skip, so behave yourself. Instead, why don't you sneak a peek at what treasures Richard might be about to tip?
I've spied something exciting in the back of your car. Sorry to bother you.
Okay.
Is that yours? Have you had it for a long time?
I've had it, nearly 40 years, but it wasn't mine originally. It was given to me, and I've been just using it to keep tools in.
Really? And what, you just had enough of it now?
We're moving house and trying to clear out a lot of stuff that we don't need anymore.
It's got a great shape to it, hasn't it? And it looks so battered and worn and really cool.
It's got character.
Yeah, I really like that. I'm looking for things that I can repurpose or upcycle or turn into other things.
Okay.
And there's something about that is just so beautifully worn. You can't recreate that, and it's really quite appealing for me.
Okay, well, it's all yours. You want it?
I'd really like it. I really would. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I absolutely love that. Thank you very much for letting me have it.
You're welcome.
Well done, Sarah. I had a feeling Richard was going to come up trumps. But what does he think you'll do with his old toolbox?
Yeah, I haven't got a clue. I can't imagine, but it'd be interesting to see. I can't wait to see what she does with it.
I absolutely love this, and there's something about its chunkiness that is shouting laptop or some sort of place where you put some technology. It'd be amazing if you opened it up and you had a screen on the top and a keyboard in the bottom. I think this could be a portable office. Lots of space for other things. Just really cute, and it's got just about the right amount of patina and wear on it that makes it really appealing to have on your desk. A chunky little piece of loveliness.
Are you sure, Sarah? A 21st century office in an antique box? It all sounds a bit far-fetched. But if it's something electrical you want, then there's one man that might just be able to help. Meet Horse, electronic superbrain. Horse was chief engineer for a world-renowned audio recording company for over a decade. He's now taken his love for restoring vintage sound equipment and made it into a business.
My name's Mark, everyone calls me Horse. I'm electronics engineer by trade. I enjoy refurbishing vintage equipment. I'm also interested in kind of antique radio equipment. It's always a shame to see stuff like that go to waste. I think it's great that you're giving a second life to something that would have essentially just been smashed up, thrown in the rubbish. So yeah, it's definitely a job and a passion.
Horse might know his way around a circuit board, but let's just hope he doesn't get his wires in a twist when Sarah presents him with this empty old toolbox. Sarah's now got 2 items crossed off her list, but she can't relax just yet. She still needs to find her third and final piece. But it looks like she's not the only one who's hard at it.
Emptying garden waste. We cut my friend's garden and get rid of the stuff. It's hard work though. We gotta get on with this. And then, like I said, we still want to work.
Keith looks relaxed though. He's about to dump an old sofa.
Hold on, boys, hold on. There's no missing what you've got in the back of the car. Is it time for a new sofa?
Well, no, I've just cleared the house actually. My sister's been renting the house for a few months. She lives abroad.
Okay.
And of course, hard foundations came down. They wouldn't take it, so I should pick it up and throw it in the back of the car.
I'm impressed you got it in here. It looks like quite a big piece. Should I help you get it out? And would it be possible to have a closer look at it?
Oh, dearie me, Sarah. I know things are getting desperate, but surely you can't be serious about Keith's tatty old sofa.
I'm after big pieces of furniture that I can refurbish, perhaps bring into, modern design and that kind of stuff. So for me, this is a really exciting thing to see here. It would be great if I could stop it going into the skip and take it away and try and do something to it. Lovely, thank you.
Keith seems in a bit of a hurry to get away. Mind you, I'd be keen to see the back of that sofa too. But what on earth does he think Sarah will do with it?
Any idea?
Well, I don't know, but Sarah says she can do a lot with it. It'll be really interesting to find out, see what she can do with it.
It certainly will be interesting, Keith. But is Sarah still feeling confident about tackling this charity shop reject?
Part of me looks at this and thinks, I'm not sure I can take it away with me because I just hate the colour. But underneath it, I know it's got a clean, bright white cover. And once I've exposed that, I think I'm going to feel a bit more positive towards it. And I can cover it in some really bright, exciting fabrics and make it saleable. Everybody needs a good, comfortable sofa. And this is one of those.
If you say so, Sarah. But one thing's for sure, Keith's not hanging about any longer, just in case you change your mind.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
So, the sorry sofa completes a hat-trick of salvage swag for Sarah, which she now has to try and convert into hard cash. The bedside cabinets will be reworked by Jay, the old toolbox will be placed in Horse's capable hands, and Sarah will be trying to bring a smile back to the sad sofa.
It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. I've had a great day here raking through the rubbish, and I think I'm going to clean up.
Sarah's first stop is deep in the heart of the Black Country, Wolverhampton, where a thriving arts and crafts scene is emerging. And leading the charge is woodworking genius Jay Blades. As ever, Jay has absolutely no idea what Sarah has in store for him today. So exactly how confident is he feeling?
Depending on what she brings, I will be able to see if I can work my magic on there. But also Sarah will have some ideas that might not be commercially viable. Also, she might have some ideas that are commercially viable, but might cost more for us to actually make.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Jay,
How you doing?
I've got a little something for you, but I might need a hand.
Okay. These are quite cool.
I'm glad you said that.
These are very cool.
I'll tell you what, they're quite light,
Yeah.
which is nice because I've been carrying them around a bit. So, what do you reckon to these nice pair of bedside cabinets?
Yes, you can do quite a bit with these. The thing that I would kind of do with these would be try to restore the outside and then inside just go a fusion of colour and hopefully put some holes in here so it becomes kind of like a more modern thing so people can charge their phones in there and stuff like that. And I might, depending on how the cover comes out, I might introduce a colour there, but I won't introduce a colour that's going to make this look a bit too out there. It's going to blend in.
Actually, I like that. I think a little pop of colour at the bottom, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It makes them fresh and maybe change the handles on them maybe as well if you find something appropriate.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know what I'm like, I've got budget in mind. How much do you reckon it would cost?
I'd say this would be about £75 for the two, because I'll have to remove the backs, work on the inside, and take off the doors, restore the actual... That might be a problem there.
Bloomed a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah. Depending on how good the veneer does come up, I think you would definitely double your money on these ones. Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's potentially great news. With labour and materials estimated at £75, Sarah could be in for a tidy profit. But only if Jay can bring those 65-year-old bedside cabinets into the 21st century. Next up, Sarah's off to Manchester. Famed as being one of the founding cities of the Industrial Revolution, it is perhaps best known today for its football teams and thriving music scene. But it is also home to a man called Horse, one of the country's leading audio engineers. And he has no idea what Sarah's bringing.
I'm expecting anything at all, really. I'm hoping it's something that will possibly lend itself in some way towards being some kind of audio device, as that's kind of my main kind of thing. But I've no idea what it's going to actually be.
Well, let's just hope for Horse's sake that Sarah's changed her mind about that futuristic office-in-a-box idea.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Should we go into the workshop?
Yeah.
Go on.
Thank you.
Right then, what have we got?
Well, it's quite sweet. Actually, looking at it here, it seems like there's bits on it that really need some work, but I think it does still open. And inside, it's good, sturdy wooden construction.
Yeah.
So I thought...
Yeah.
I thought maybe it makes a noise. That's as far as I got. I got some sort of amazing speaker.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something that you put in here and you open up like an old record player, or, you know, I have no real plans for it other than the fact that it would be so nice if you could make that.
Something to make a noise.
What do you think?
Because it's got a handle, I'd want to make it portable, but you could still make a decent sounding kind of like a ghetto blaster sort of thing, and make it rechargeable possibly. I'll look into that as well. I was thinking maybe have it so that it doesn't open, so that you can actually just house the system inside. Speakers in here.
That looked a bit dodgy. Do you think it'll stand the process? Okay, that sounds good. I totally agree. If you don't need to see inside, there's no point in making it complicated, is
Maybe makes it a bit easier. Maybe have like a panel on the back or on the side with adjustments on.
Okay, and so to make something like that, what kind of value are we talking about in terms of what I need to pay you?
I reckon probably 300 to 350, probably.
Okay, and so that sounds quite expensive, but what do you think the retail price would be for something if it's got really good sound quality?
Yeah, I mean, if it like, I don't think 450 is out of the realms of possibility if it does sound good, you know, and if it looks good. I think this has got the potential to kind of
break.
To you know, sort of to look weathered enough to be cool, but not quite, you know,
useless.
Yeah.
Paul certainly has a big challenge on his hands, and it's a big risk for Sarah too. With labour and materials estimated at £350, converting the box into a speaker is not going to be cheap. So let's just hope Horse can make it sing. It's time for Sarah to head home to the idyllic countryside of West Sussex. It's a far cry from the tip, and Sarah's dog Bramble is happy to see her home. But lurking in the barn, there's something that isn't quite so welcome in this beautiful landscape. The salvage sofa is so unappealing, even Bramble's turning her nose up at it. But don't worry, Bramble, Sarah's sure to have a plan.
This sofa has got a lot of substance to it, but it's definitely lacking in style at the moment. I'm looking for a way to update it, make it look fresh, make it look exciting, and make it look saleable. And I think my best choice is ripping off the covers. I'd like to surface stitch some new fabric to it to give it a really light, floral, refreshing look. First things first, let's get rid of the maroon.
That's it, Sarah. Don't forget to check down the back. It might be the only way you make any money on this item.
That's quite promising, really, isn't it? It's well made. It's improved immeasurably already.
Sarah should be pleased. Not only is the sofa in good condition, it also has the regulation fire safety tags attached. But she can't leave it looking like that. No offence, Bramble, but dog hair and white sofas, it's not a good look. So what exactly is Sarah going to cover it with?
I found some of these old linen pillowcases that I've had for ages that I got at a car boot sale. They're really nice. And I'm hoping that I might be able to make the back cushions for the sofa out of those. And I've washed everything else, but I don't quite know what I'm going to do yet. So I'm going to go and start laying things on the sofa, find out if I've got enough fabric, and then get stuck in. Come on.
But it's not just Sarah's fabric that's worrying her.
There are swallows in here, and I think they're about to fledge. I hope they have. So those are baby swallows having flying lessons up there, which is very sweet for them, but I really don't want anything they might leave behind going on the sofa. I think if the swallows are in here, I'm going to take the sofa outside
With the sofa safely out of harm's way, Sarah can finally get started.
So the plan is to cover the whole of this frame as it is in these lovely strawberries and chintzes.
Sarah managed to scavenge these feather cushions back at the tip, but before she can cover them, she has to tackle the sofa. First up, Sarah has to staple a base layer of fabric to the sofa's wooden frame.
And when you're doing this kind of thing, don't hold back on the staples because they're cheap. But the effect you want needs to be really tight.
It takes quite a while to get the first layer tightly wrapped in place. Brambles found a way of entertaining herself though.
Excuse me.
But if the stapling wasn't taking long enough, it's going to take Sarah even longer to hand stitch all the extra patches on. So we'll find out later if she really can turn these rags into riches. Over in Wolverhampton, Jay's ready to work his magic.
We're starting on the bedside cabinets that Sarah's brought in and just trying to get my colour scheme to make sure that everything works. What I'm hoping to achieve is keeping this as it is, as neutral as it possibly can, so trying to bring this back to its former glory. Then inside the door, the wow factor inside. So I'm hoping to paint this one colour and then have wallpaper on the door and probably wallpaper on the shelf that's inside there. And I'm just checking to see if this colour lifts this wallpaper. So the colour that I see that has the minimal amount is a blue that's here. So rather than copying this blue, I'm going for that blue what's right there. That little minute piece of blue, I'm trying to just lift that.
Having decided on his colour scheme, Jay can now get cracking on wallpapering those shelves and doors. He starts by applying an even coat of PVA glue to the wood and the paper. Then, this is where you need a steady hand, Jay. And mind you don't get any creases. Sarah won't be able to sell it with a lumpy finish. And that looks perfect. Now, while the paper dries, Jay can paint the insides of the cabinets with the carefully chosen paint. With the first coat now on, Jay wants to see how it's going to look with the wallpapered shelf.
That is really, really cool. I am really, really chuffed with that. Now this has passed the test of it being in my house. I would have this in my house. Just the way that looks now, like, I haven't even put the door on, and it's the shelf alone just makes that. I really like it.
If Jay likes the cabinets that much, maybe he could buy them off Sarah. Well, you never know. Back in Manchester, electrical engineer Halse has got all of the components ready to build the new speaker. He's even made a new handle for the box out of one of his girlfriend's old belts. But today, he's really stepping into the unknown.
The next bit is going to be the point of no return, really, which is drilling a hole and then jigsawing out the holes for the speakers. It's a bit out of my comfort zone because I'm not really that used to doing it, but yeah.
More at home with his circuit boards, just how confident is Halse feeling about a spot of carpentry?
I could have measured it completely wrong and then I've ruined the box and any chance of doing anything good with it, but I don't know, fingers crossed.
Oh dear, this doesn't look too promising. Let's just hope Halse kept his receipts for the speakers, otherwise one slip with that jigsaw could prove costly. With the first hole cut, it's time to see if Halse's measurements add up. Will the speaker fit or fall straight through the hole?
Just double check, that's... Oh, there we go. Not too bad.
Nice one, Halse. I never doubted you. Now, you just need to do it all again for the second speaker. With both speaker holes successfully cut, there's just one more piece of carpentry required.
There's going to be a control panel for the volume on-off. I've pre-made that out of a piece of checker plate that they'd normally use for kind of fire escapes and things. I thought it looked quite cool on this, but I just need to make the actual hole on the side of the box now. So there's going to be some tidying up to do, but eventually, this is to make, this piece of wood is so that it's further recessed to protect the control knobs, but it's going to sit back like that. I'll have to tart this up a bit, but it's roughly there, it's fine. I'll have to put some edging around there as well, some leather or something, but yeah, I'm quite pleased with that.
With the box now virtually ready, Horst just needs to wire up the electronic components and the new mobile speaker is good to go. Meanwhile, in West Sussex, after hours of stapling and sewing, Sarah has almost finished the new sofa.
So the more I sew onto this sofa, the more I like the look of it. I have patched all the way around really tightly, and I know you can see the stitches, but it's all part of its handmade charm. I can't make it look much neater than that, so I thought I might as well really go for the rustic look. So I've just sewn these panels of vintage offcuts all the way around here using a curved upholstery needle.
With the patchwork complete, now all Sarah needs to do is to add the cushions. She made some basic covers for them earlier by using more of the vintage fabric.
I can hardly remember what it looked like when it was maroon. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness indeed, because the old sofa was so tired and worn, it was even rejected by a charity shop. But now, Sarah has utterly transformed it. With just a bundle of vintage remnants, she's made the sofa bright and welcoming and just bursting with old-world charm. And after all her hard work, I think it's time Sarah put her feet up.
So, I hardly want to sit on it because I just know I'm going to have to plump up the cushions again, but now that is a really good selling point because this is so comfortable. It really is. It's lovely.
Sarah's success is measured in sales, and she always seeks out the best opportunities to maximise profits. Hosting regularly her own furniture and clothing sales from home, advertising and selling online,
Let's get that online.
or meeting commercial buyers in person to sell direct.
Seeing this is really refreshing and it's good and people are going to want more of it. It's going to grow, this thing, I think, that you're doing.
With opportunities galore in the things we throw out, Sarah's always looking to make money for nothing. Back at the tip, Keith's old sofa made quite an impression.
Hold on, boys, hold on. There's no missing what you've got in the back of the car. I'm impressed you got it in here.
Having served its purpose and been rejected by a charity shop, Keith was only too happy to let Sarah take the sofa away.
Sarah says she can do a lot with it. It'll be really interesting to find out, to see what she can do with it.
Well, after covering the sofa in beautiful vintage fabrics, Sarah decided to put it up for sale in one of her barn sales. And the response was overwhelming.
Just sold the sofa.
Now it's time to show Keith what she did and to see if there were any profits from the sale.
Hi, Keith.
Hello, Sarah.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Nice to see you
Nice
again.
to see you too.
I've got a few things to show you about
Right.
the sofa that we took. I've got some pictures on here. That's the one, isn't it?
Yes, that's the one, yes.
So we started off, we stripped off all the covers from it, and I actually chose some vintage fabrics to re-upholster it. And looking completely different, I think.
Wow.
What do you think?
Fantastic. I just can't recognise it. Yeah?
It looks good, but did it make any money?
We did go through a bit of a process with the sofa and I spent £120 on it.
Oh, right.
But I did manage to sell it for £1,200.
Wow.
So Keith, I've got for you £1,080 for your sofa.
Oh.
All yours.
Thank you. Wow. Absolutely flabbergasted. I really am. From the day when I took the tip, I did not expect today for this to happen.
With £120 for materials, Sarah made the sofa 10 times more valuable, which means Keith really is walking away with £1,080.
And I just wonder if you'd have any plans for what you might do with over £1,000.
Well, I think put it towards a holiday.
Oh, fantastic. That would be great. Well, I tell you what, I am so pleased to have worked on it. I love the fact that that might take you somewhere, and it was really cool to have saved the sofa and made it into money.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank
you ever so much.
Thank you so much.
Over in Wolverhampton, Jay is applying the finishing touches to the bedside cabinets.
Well, Sarah's due any minute to come and pick these up, and I'm in a bit of a rush to try and get these finished. So excuse me while I crack on.
Jay?
Hello.
Hiya, how you doing?
I'm very good, but I'm not ready for you to see them just yet.
Do you want me to come back in a minute?
Just give me 2 minutes and I should be ready.
I'll go and have a coffee. I'll see you in a sec.
All right.
Don't worry, Sarah. I think it'll be worth the wait. When she last saw them, the 65-year-old bedside cabinets were looking tired and worn. But now, with a delicate restoration of the veneer, a splash of colour and designer wallpaper on the doors and shelves, Jay has reinvented these relics for modern living.
Looks gorgeous.
Jay's pleased with them, but it's now finally time to find out what Sarah thinks.
Oh, there they are.
What do you think?
They look fab. They're really shiny, aren't they?
They are really shiny.
And I'm loving the blue. It's a good colour combination. May I look inside?
Of course you can.
What
Go
have you
for it.
done?
Well, basically, we've painted blue inside and on the lip at the bottom, and then put some wallpaper on the shelf and also some wallpaper on the back of the door, and drilled some holes in the back so you can load up or charge up your phone or your laptop, whatever you've got on the side of your bed.
Well, I think what you've done is given them that really fresh update that means that people who have a funky house will love these, and they didn't look like that before. So I think what you've achieved on that budget is really quite impressive.
Thank you.
I think Jay has really managed, just with a light touch, to make those cabinets look contemporary. He's put that lovely designer wallpaper in there and that popping blue colour on the base. And now I have a chance of selling them for some real money.
I think Sarah's reaction was really, really cool. She really liked them, and hopefully she should be able to sell them. As I said, they will pass my house test, so let's see if she can do it.
When Sarah first met Judith at the tip, she was letting go of her parents' old bedside cabinets.
Wow, they've got some age, haven't they?
Yeah. I think about 1950s, I think. Mum and Dad's wedding present.
His and hers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant, thank you so much for that.
It's a shame to be throwing them away, but if something's going to, be done that's nice with them, it's nice to see that.
Top vintage furniture dealer Martin couldn't agree more.
Who did that?
Jay Blades.
Did he? It's amazing. I like that. Bedside tables, and particularly a pair, are really desirable things, so they're easy to sell.
Martin was so confident the cabinets would sell that he bought them for his shop. Now, Sarah is off to tell Judith what happened to her parents' old wedding present, and hopefully to give Judith a gift of her own.
Hi there, hello again. Hi, it's Sarah. Hi there. How are you doing? How are you doing?
Thank you. Yeah.
I've just got a couple of pictures and things to show you about your cabinets that you dropped off. We had a look at them and we were wondering about turning them into a cocktail cabinet or doing something with them like that.
Yeah.
But actually, I took them to a designer called Jay Blades, who loves colour and gets really passionate about furniture and updating it, and mainly keeping it just the way it is. He had some good ideas about turning them into sort of slightly more modern bedside cabinets so they could keep their original use.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've got a couple of pictures I can show you of them. He had an idea.
Oh, they look lovely.
Do you like them?
Yeah, yeah.
So what
and the picture inside, that's lovely. Mum would like that, she would.
She wouldn't have minded a bit of colour on there and that kind of thing?
No, she would have liked that, and she would have liked the thought of they were being used, you know, not just discarded.
I gave Jay a budget of £75 to update them, and so he did all that painting and the restoration of the veneer and that kind of thing. And they were bought for £125. So that means
that's lovely.
I have got a little £50 present for you.
Thank you very much.
So I hope that's a good return. And I wonder, with £50, is there anything particularly to do with that kind of money?
I think I'd like to buy some flowers with the money for you know, Mum and Dad. That would be nice. Mum loved flowers as well. So.
Oh, that's really lovely. It's nice to think that it goes back full circle.
Yeah.
Breathing new life into the cabinets cost £75. It didn't take long for Martin to snap them up for £125, meaning Judith can enjoy shopping for flowers with her 50 quid.
Well, I am delighted that Judith approved of what we did with her cabinets and the fact that she thought her mum would like it too. And spending that money on a big bunch of flowers in memory of her mother, well, that's a very sweet idea.
In Manchester, Sarah is on her way to collect the third and final item. When she last saw it, the old toolbox had some charm, but no longer had a purpose. But now, Horse has turned it into a fully functional and stylish mobile speaker, complete with a rechargeable battery, Bluetooth connectivity, and even a USB charger. So how's he feeling about Sarah coming to see it?
I think there's quite a transformation, so I think hopefully she's pleased with it. I think it looks quite cool, but then I'm a massive nerd, so I quite like the idea of a Bluetooth-powered speaker, but I'm not sure everyone's that fussed about it.
I love surprises, Horse. How's it gone?
Pretty good.
Oh! You're nuts. Do you know that? You are nuts. Look at that. Wow. So, you've been really busy, haven't you? What on earth have you put inside there to make it like that?
There is a very hefty battery, so you've always got this kind of compromise between battery life and weight. So that's the battery. I mean, it's, you know, it's not short of a car battery really, but it's going to last.
Okay, so normally this won't be on show, will it?
No.
Right.
Normally these are shut, and then there's also screws to put in the side just to properly seal it, because you wouldn't really want it open. So, yeah.
Horse, you're really clever, do you know that? It's got an instantly attractive look about it. And what, this bit here, so this is, talk me through what gadgets you've got in here and how it works.
So that's sort of, so on and off switch is the big switch there. Main volume control. That's an input just so you can plug anything into it that's got a mini jack connector from like a smartphone or whatever. This switch either turns it to the input, or if you turn it to the right, then it engages the internal Bluetooth receiver, so you can just use it without having anything connected to it. This is the voltage that the battery's at. So when that drops below a certain point, you'll kind of lose volume and fidelity, so it just kind of tells you whereabouts you are. The USB charger there that will send power to any kind of USB device.
So you can charge something on there as well?
You can.
And I think it's that kind of attention to detail that just makes it so lovely. It feels like it's a well thought out design. Well done, it's cool.
Ace. Brilliant.
Ace? You've aced it. I absolutely love it.
Shall I demonstrate?
Yeah. It's a really good mixture, isn't it, of kind of retro and
yeah, I think
new.
so. I think so.
I want to go on a big picnic right now and have something really coming out of that somewhere. You know, it needs to be taken out, doesn't it? It needs to go on a journey because of what it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's completely made for that purpose, so yeah.
I think it's absolutely amazing, so thank you so much. I'm going to take that right now. Well, I think this really speaks for itself, don't you?
Well, the speaker's a definite hit with Sarah. Now, if she can bear to let it go, she needs to try and sell it. When Sarah first spotted Richard's old toolbox at the tip, it was coming to the end of its useful life.
I've had it, nearly 40 years.
Really? And what, you just had enough of it now?
We're moving house and trying to clear out a lot of stuff that we don't need anymore.
It's got a great shape to it, hasn't it? And it looks so battered and worn and really cool.
It's got character.
Yeah.
The characterful box just needed a new purpose, and with Halsey's help, that's exactly what it got. Now it's time for Sarah to show Richard what happened to his old box, and hopefully she's got some profits to share with him too.
Hi there, Richard. How are you?
Sarah. Yeah.
Hi there.
How are you?
Yeah, very well. Nice to see you again. I've just got a bit of an update about the box or case or whatever you called it. What did you call it?
I think it's a case, but...
And I know that when we caught up at the tip, it was something you said you just used for storage and you'd had for,
That's right.
for ages. When we took it away, did you have any ideas about what we might do with it?
None whatsoever. So I'm quite excited to see what you've done.
We decided we'd make it into the most amazing boombox.
Oh, excellent.
A music machine, the like of which you've never seen before. I've got some pictures to show you. It went to a chap called Horse, and he turned it into this fantastic machine, and he has plumbed in the most amazing sound system in there.
Yeah, that looks amazing. It's a work of art. It's beautiful.
Now, normally at this point, I'd say I've spent £300 on it and I've sold it for X, but at the moment, I haven't sold it.
Right.
But I've got high hopes for it. It's such a great looking machine. I personally would absolutely love it. So, but what I'd like to do is, when it sells, just come back to you and give you the money for it.
Wow. Well, thank you.
So, despite this amazing transformation by Horse, the search continues to find this unique speaker a new home. But the costs of £350 and no profit generated, this could be a potential loss for Sarah of 350 quid.
So I'm really disappointed that I wasn't handing over money to Richard, but I've got high hopes that his boombox will sell and I'll be back here with some cash soon.
So, Sarah's managed to make a profit on 2 of the 3 salvaged items. The bedside cabinets, beautifully brought back to life by Jay. I'm sure it won't be long before Richard's utterly unique speaker will be blasting some sweet sounds. And of course we have the unwanted sofa transformed into a showstopper by Sarah.
We have transformed, restored and repurposed 3 things that were destined for the dump and handed over some money for nothing. Maybe the next time you take a trip to the tip, I could do the same for you.